Good morning. So today we're just getting straight into it. Speed clean, need to get this house in order. It's currently 8:15 in the morning, so we've got a lot of tidying to do. I'll show you the general mess downstairs first, and we'll get to that first. I've got some washing that needs putting away. I generally just need to tidy. It's not so much like I say that I'm looking at the hob now and that looks disgusting. So yes, tidy, speed clean. I want to try and strip the towels today. So I've been recently these towels have not been feeling very soft. They've not been smelling great. So I've been looking at stripping them. So I need to wash them first and then sit them in like a bath of, you can use bicarbonate soda and vinegar, I think it is. Yeah, it's those two. So I'm going to do that. So I need to get the towels, put them in the wash, and then I can sit and stew for, I think they said 3 hours, and then you wash them again, rinse them, and then they dry them. I think that's how it goes. Anyway, I'll show you the process and I'll show you a before and after kind of thing. But yeah, so generally tidy, clean, speed clean. I don't need to do any deep cleaning, apart from the fridge is disgusting, but we'll talk about that later. I'm doing a separate video on that. The fridge needs a deep clean. It's going to have a separate video. That's how it's going. But generally the house just needs speed cleaning. Nothing's majorly dirty, it's just the fact that like a few things are out of place. Life happens, you know. I went away for a night, Cora's been away. So I'm just trying to get on top of things now. So yeah, that's what we're going to do today. So whatever you're doing today, grab a cup of tea, grab a biscuit, clean along with me if you want, put me on, listen to the music, listen to my horrible Yorkshire accent. I say horrible, I love an accent, but I always think mine is a little common, I think the word is. So yes, I am proud of where I'm from, I'll just point that out. But yeah, otherwise we're just getting on with it today. So join me, sit back, relax, do whatever you want to do. Let's just get into it. Let's show you the mess. I say mess, let's just show you a house. Let's show you a well lived in house. Because there's no shame no matter how dirty a house is or untidy. It's just kids and people. Kids and other halves. That's what I see a lot. People say, if you want your house to be clean, don't have children or don't have partners or, you know, that kind of thing, or pets. But either way, I don't have pets, but let's go. I don't rambling. Enough. Let's go. So, I'm getting started in the kitchen because it's the heart of the home, obviously. So I've got my bicarbonate soda things here ready for stripping the towels. I think I need to rework. This is holding tea towels, but I might move this and put it somewhere else. I don't know. Like, because I know it's not far to run if you need a tea towel, but I don't know. I'm just playing around. This basket became a catch-all for Oliver's toys in the kitchen. So I've got some washing there, I've got a bit of washing in there. That can just be thrown in with something else. So nothing's in there at the minute. I'm just leaving it open, ready for the towels when I go collect them from upstairs. A little robot vacuum, Earl, needs a bit of a dust. The tablecloth is filthy. Thankfully the other one is now washed, so I can change that. I need to pull the table back out. So I had a little like play date with some mum friends the other week, and I moved the table up to the wall so there was a bit more like floor space for the kids to play in. And now I just think I might move it back, just so it's not so like stuck over there. These things just need tidying away to the garage. We've got some coats there that need putting away, washing that needs to go upstairs, the bin needs emptying, shoes need moving. Oliver was playing with this, so it just needs to go away. His lunchbox. He loves this thing. We took this for his night away. We went away with my sisters and their kids. And he loved this. He had his little lunchbox in the back of the car. And he was like trying to snack on sandwiches and stuff. So that was really cute. Obviously the tripod. That needs washing. This needs cleaning. I cleaned this really well the other day, and I was so proud of it because it was like gleaming, and then I made pasta that night and the water boiled over and created this mess, so that was fun. That just needs wiping down. They need putting away in the other area, and then this just needs putting away. That needs to go in the dishwasher. I don't have a bread bin. Do people have bread bins anymore? Because I need to rework the cupboards to be able to fit bread products in, because they kind of either sit on the top or they get shoved somewhere else, and I never know what to do with them. But if I leave them there, obviously it's just untidy and I don't like it, and if Oliver sees food, he genuinely wants to eat it. So I don't know, do people still have bread bins? Do you have a bread bin? So yeah, I need to maybe do a bit of a workaround with the cupboards we've got. We're not really utilising this one at its best right now. Well, it is a little there, but otherwise it was that before I put those in last night and the cans there, it was just those two things, so it was really empty. So I might try and figure something out for that another day. Oh yeah, we've got a pushchair with a singing caterpillar, Oliver's little stand. So yeah, the kitchen's generally like just untidy. And then the rest of the house, the bathroom needs cleaning down here. The playroom generally just needs a wipe around. I did a deep clean the other day, so it doesn't need anything too major. But look at his little top board. I think we need to clean that. Ducky. Shoes, that needs to go back in Cora's car. He's been pushing this around this morning like it's a walker. Don't know why. So that needs taken down and putting away. In here we just kind of need to tidy around. I need to clean his little kitchen a little, dust the TV, and just kind of generally give it a wipe around. So yeah, and maybe a quick vacuum. So yeah, it's not too bad. So let's just get started. Let's get going.
So, I don't know if anybody else is like this, but I seem to do the dishwasher. I like to empty everything out onto the side, and then I will put the dirty stuff away into the dishwasher, and then put the clean stuff into the cupboards and the drawers. I'd love to know how other people do their dishwasher. Do you because I start with the bottom tray first, and then move to the top tray. And I take everything clean out first and then put the dirty stuff in. And then put the clean stuff away. Does anybody else do this? I'd love to know what people's routine with the dishwasher is and how they do it. Also, do you let everything pile up on the side and then do the dishwasher in one go? Or do you do the dishwasher in parts? Like every time you've got something dirty, does it go into the dishwasher or does it sit on the side until you do the full thing? I personally like to put things in as I go, just because I like to have a nice tidy side. But I know people sometimes my parents leave it all to do in one go. So what do you do? Let me know in the comments below. How does everybody feel about washing up? When we were kids, it was something that I found disgusting, gross. I didn't like the food, stuff on my hands. Nobody ever obviously pointed out that you could wear gloves. But now it's something I find really satisfying. I remember when I was a kid, I used to go to my Auntie Linda's house, and we used to do it there because they didn't have a dishwasher or anything. And she used to make us do it with her. I say make us, she would encourage us because it was obviously kind of good manners and stuff. And we used to really enjoy it because I think she made it really fun. But yeah, so it's something I find really satisfying now. Sometimes I prefer, especially if it's just me and Ollie, or I've not made that much mess that day, I prefer to wash by hand because I find it quicker and easier, because then I can literally just get the stuff re-cleaned and put back in the cupboard ready for the next meal. Does anyone else do that? Or is it just me? I don't know. Also, I would love some kind of hints, tips and tricks on how to get like the hob really like sparkly clean, and is there any way of getting the scratch marks out? I've got a lot of scratch marks on it, and it's not the end of the world. It's a hob. I'm not precious about my appliance whatsoever, which I should be to a point, but I'm not. I think I'm too practical in the sense like it's going to get damaged. End of. So if you've got any tips on how to get the scratches out or make it sparkly, let me know in the comments. Also, I apologise for my view of the washing machine and dryer. It's like a little bit drunk. I don't know why there's such a lean to the view there, but there we go. Also, Oliver can reach all the dials, and he knows how to turn the washing machine on. He knows that the door needs to be shut. He knows he turns the knob to a setting, and he knows to press play. And he does it with the dryer, but the dryer is easier to stop than the washing machine. So I have to turn the washing machine off by the plug, just so then he doesn't set it going when I'm not like around. I encourage him to help me because I know he wants to do it and help. So when I'm doing it, I let him do it and press the buttons and stuff. It's just more of like when I'm not there, I don't want him setting the washing machine going on nothing, especially if he puts something in there that I don't know is there. Sometimes he puts his play food in the washing machine, so I always have to like turn it off by the plug when I'm not using it and double check the washing machine drum before I set anything going. But he's been so helpful, and he loves like playing kitchen and house and stuff, so I'll never complain. He's such a sweet boy. Does anybody else have little hands that help them? I say help because you're like, sometimes it's helpful, sometimes it's not, but then you don't want to get mad at them for doing something that you one day want them to do. I'm trying not to discourage him, because one day I'm going to want him to do his own washing, obviously. So I don't know. I'm not a parenting expert, so I wouldn't know. So fun fact, Ollie had moved the area that you can see me unfold, like putting down now, all the way from the kitchen through the like entryway into the into the front room. I think he thought it was like a walker or something. Any kind of a move, anything he can move, like that's light enough for him to push around, he will do it. I'm surprised he's not tried to move his actual high chair yet, because he can push that, he can move that, he's quite strong. So I'm surprised he's not moved that, but it was hilarious because I was like, what is that noise? And then all of a sudden he was just like charging at me with it, and I was like, oh, okay, you're gonna damage a wall, so we'll just take that away. And I'm just cleaning his kitchen. Yes, his kitchen, I have 2 now to clean. But he loves this, and it's one of his favourite things. I moved it from the kitchen to the living room just to change it up a little, but I might end up putting it in his playroom. I've been thinking a lot about his playroom, and he does like to go in there, but sometimes he doesn't, and it's kind of like he forgets it's there sometimes, or he doesn't like rush to go and play with his toys. So I am going to do a video soon about like maybe like changing it up a bit, seeing if I can kind of like revitalise his love for the playroom. Sometimes he just rushes to the living room because he wants to sit in his little chair or he wants to watch TV, and I'm trying to encourage him to do more play than anything else. So I don't know, it's hard because I also like try to spend a lot of time outside with him, especially when the weather's nice, just because I feel like we spend so much time at home. So I don't know, I really need to find some like more indoor activities that are different for him to do. I'm thinking about creating some like little tough trays, you know, like he has them at nursery and he really enjoys them. So I'm thinking about getting some. I just need to know where to find some, but I might make a video on it if anyone's interested, just like things I'm planning to do with my toddler in the summer or something. I don't know, but I'm going to have a look because I think he'd really enjoy it if I get some like sensory stuff, and you know, just kind of, I really need to get imaginative with how we play instead of just thinking toys are going to solve our problem in a sense. I don't know, we'll see. So I'm just going through our wardrobe, trying to get everything like hung up. So we have two sides of this wardrobe. Well, there's three parts, but two sides we use for like clothing and stuff. So me and Cora share this main bit that I'm in now, and we've got the drawers at the bottom. Because we don't have a lot of stuff, so we don't need more than what we've got there. But we've recently been on a bit of a vintage spree, the pair of us. I think we've just been trying to find nicer clothing than what we have had before. I also think, like, me and Cora don't do well when we go out to regular shops and try and find clothes. Like, Cora more than myself or me struggles, because I think she's got such a unique style that mainstream fashion doesn't always cover that. And also her body type is quite different, whereas I can generally fit into kind of like general fitting clothes. So we both find it a bit more like stressful trying to go out shopping for clothes. So I think we've enjoyed Vinted because we've been able to sit in bed and scroll through, find a few things, get them shipped to the house, and then if they don't fit, then we can either donate them or sell them on. We've generally been trying to sell them on, whether it's a car boot or something, just to kind of regain some of the money back. But either way, it's been working out for us better because we're able to get more for us money. We don't have to worry about going back to a shop or anything like that. And then we don't have to spend hours and hours out. So, yeah, if you, like us, don't really like mainstream shopping in that sense, then Vinted might be a good thing for you. I'm trying to put away, you can see me putting some packing cubes away, and I'm just trying to get on top of everything. The cupboards there that are in the centre are overflowing with stuff. We've got so many like backpacks and suitcase kind of bags, and there's so many like Oliver's toys and books and everything like that I really do need to go back through it. And I think we might have to move some stuff out completely. I just don't know where it's going to go. I don't know, I just feel like we're getting kind of out of control again. So I think I might have to go through some of that stuff. My video last time I did that, I kind of just like went all in trying to think of organising it, and it was going to come out awesome, and it was not. I spent ages trying to like figure out a better system and make it all look really nice and Pinteresty, and it just didn't work, and I just got kind of a bit annoyed at the end and was just like, right, let's just get the stuff back in and it's a bit more organised. And you know what, since then it's just gone back to disorganised, because I think there's no real function for the stuff. Like I feel like I need baskets to hold things, like towels might need to go in a basket instead of like just being thrown in, because once everything's thrown in it all just ends up falling back out. I don't know. Also, Oliver got my Kindle the other day, put it to his ear and was saying hi. He's trying to talk a lot more now, which is really sweet. Yeah, I think I might end up trying to figure that out. Let me know if you want to see a video on me refiguring out the wardrobe situation and the storage there. I think it's really hard to, because it's quite a multi-use space, I think it's hard to find one thing that fits all. And there's some stuff in there, like we've got some hats and gloves and scarves in a drawer that eventually I would want to bring downstairs when the understairs storage is done, but we're struggling to find somebody to come and do that for us. So that's taken longer than we would have liked. And yeah, so it's all these things that are like then knocking on other areas of the house. But I don't know, it's not the end of the world, and we've at least got the space. I've got to be grateful for that. I think I just want it to look nice and be functional. But I don't know, I might sit on Pinterest tonight and have a look at what I can do with the space. Because I've not got enough things to do at all. So I'm just going through Oliver's clothes, and I think I don't know if I need to do any kind of like rearranging in there. I did it not long ago and it's functional. I think it's fine. But I do end up having so much of his clothes in the wash every single time. I don't know how, I don't know why. There just seems to always be a lot of clothes. But I keep finding the odd item that is like 12 to 18 months, which obviously he's not wearing anymore. He is in 18 to 24. So the odd bit I keep finding, I keep pulling out. We've also got some cloth nappies in the top drawer, and they're all too small for him. I can't get him in them anymore. They're too tight. They pinch his legs. So I think I need to kind of bundle those up and put them into storage, or sell them on or something, just because they're taking up space in the house and they don't need to be out anymore. And I just decided really quickly while I was here to just alter his clothes. I need to pull out and do outfits. I don't know if you've seen that video, but I will link it below if anyone's interested, how we kind of pull out some outfits, ready-made outfits, so you can just literally grab one and go instead of having to stand and pair up t-shirts and tops every time you dress him. But so I need to do that, but I wanted to just organise things because we're doing more short sleeve t-shirts now than long, so I just wanted to kind of put them all together and then put the long sleeves and the jumpers and stuff together as well. So just kind of organising his wardrobe just a little, just to make it easier for me next time I go in and kind of create these outfits. So yeah, and then his bedroom always is so minimal in the terms of needing cleaning. You know, it's mainly just a bit of dust, carpet needs vacuuming, change his bedding, which I did yesterday, so I didn't need to do it today. And yeah, just generally keep on top of little bits, because obviously we don't spend a lot of time in there, and when he does, he's sleeping. He doesn't need a lot of like deep cleaning. I just tried to make sure that like the dust is gone, there's no dirty nappies left around, stuff like that. And then yeah, I'm just putting his little train back out, but I'm sure by the time this video goes out that will have moved 10 times. We're really into books. He's really into books before bed, and sometimes I end up reading at least 5, but that's fine. I don't mind that at all. But they can end up getting scattered around the floor because once I've read them, I kind of say night book, and we put the book to a side, so then we don't just continue reading through the books again. So I thought I'd just put some back on the shelves and tidy up a little. He's really enjoying the Acorn Wood books. I think it's Acorn Wood. Rabbit's Nap, Fox's Socks. I think it's Bear's Birthday and stuff like that. He really enjoys them because they're little flap books, so they're really easy to read because they're quite like rhythmic, and I think he enjoys the rhythm of it. And then he likes the flaps. He likes to play with the flaps, which is nice. Bathrooms. You guys know I hate cleaning a bathroom. Don't know why, just not a fan. Just not a fan of bathrooms, but there we go. It needs to be done. Thankfully, it doesn't need a deep clean. It just literally needs a quick swipe around. It's mainly the sink, obviously, and sometimes the mirror gets a bit of splashback from toothbrushes. And then obviously I like to keep on top of the bath just because Ollie he uses the bath every other night. But yeah, otherwise it doesn't get terrible. This one's the worst one because it's the main bathroom and we all use it. We use it for brushing his teeth and makeup and stuff like that. So it does kind of get kind of grimy compared to the other two. But that's it. At least it's the one main one and not all 3 of them are disgusting. So can't complain. towels, they've just been on like an allergy steam wash. Oh. I'm forever wanting to replace these lights. So they've just been washed. I've got the vinegar, I've got the carbonate soda, whatever you call it. So I'm just about to fill this with some warm water. And then they can sit in it with the stuff. You leave it for 3 hours, I believe. So we'll see. So I've literally just finished putting the water in. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like it already looks dark, but I don't know if that's just the shadow, this room, you know. So we'll come back in 3 hours. I'm going to set a timer. So it's 20 to 12 now. Let's see where we are by 3. So this is the towels after sitting for 3 hours. Honestly, they don't look to be all that much dirt at all. I'm quite surprised. So I'm going to get those out, take them to the wash and see how they are after. Thank you for joining me on this video today. I hope you found some motivation to get moving and clean it in your own home. Remember, it's just a house and things get messy, people are messy, and it doesn't matter. You don't have to have a picture perfect home at the end of the day. As long as you're happy, you're healthy and you're well, that's all that's important. But thank you for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you again real soon. Bye.